Welcome to Out and About on the Recumbents. Let's go. Ride low. Ride Recumbent.
Hey, good morning. BJ and Joe Hondo out and about on the Recumbents on a very gray day. We've got a heavy weather front coming in for Friday and Saturday, and today is Thursday and it's not supposed to rain, but it sure looks like it could. Right now we're on the Cascade Street bike lane. We're heading downtown to drop off our ballots in the ballot box. Not going to say who, but you know, it comes down to please vote. You know, no matter who your person is or your party is, please vote. I always figure if you don't vote, you really don't have the right to complain. If you vote and your guy loses, you have the right to complain. If you vote and you win, but your guy sucks, you know, or gal or whatever, you know, then yeah, I'm not gonna make it. Oh, dang it. Sorry about that. Yeah, I'm in the wrong gears. I should have shifted down a little sooner instead of been talking, but that's okay. All right, so yeah, we're on the bike lane, and like I said, we're heading downtown, Colorado Springs, Colorado, where we live. In the state of Colorado, they gone pretty much to mail-in ballot as the primary form, which I like it. I like it a lot. I'm very happy with it. You know, nobody hassles you. You don't have to stand in long lines. It's been, at least in Colorado, I can't vouch for anywhere else, but in Colorado it's been very accurate. They have a lot of checks and balances, and very happy with it. You know, when we used to go down to the polling place and vote, you know, you'd have the hecklers outside, you know, for, you know, whatever party they're for, who cares? But yeah, you'd have the hecklers, and you know, they'd be beating on you to find out who you voted for, and this makes it a lot more, you know, you fill out your ballot, you put it in. So no matter what happens, you know, you did your duty. You voted. So yeah, just please vote, you know. All right, that's enough of that political garbage. And right now we're going past Colorado College, which is in just out of downtown Colorado Springs. That's their the Tut Library over there. And then they have these really cool older buildings here. These are the original campus buildings. I mean, these things are so cool. They could be a Count Dracula kind of thing for Halloween, easy. You can just see Lurch coming to the door and going, "Good evening." They have crosswalks here for the students, which is good because otherwise they get run over. And I think this is their, you know, kind of main cafeteria, campus center, that type of thing. And they've got, you know, more classrooms over here. This is Armstrong Hall. And then they have a couple of music venues. This building here, that's kind of got white and gray. That's music and arts and stuff, and I think this one is too, across the street. So yeah, this is one of those, you know, slightly segregated bike lanes. You know, it's got the twin buffer area stripes on it. That's all it's got. It doesn't have, you know, the batons or you know, the poles sticking up out of the ground. But like we say, any bike lane's better than no bike lane. And this is great because this takes us right downtown. I mean, technically it's a little off, because technically, you know, they consider Nevada Avenue, which is a couple blocks to the east, you know, the actual true downtown. But I consider Tejon downtown. That's where all the restaurants are. Heck with all the rest of the stuff. That's where all the restaurants and, you know, coffee houses and stuff like that is. So watch out for this car, dear. It's got its lights on. Yeah, I don't know what it's going to be like today. We got a little sun trying to peek out, but the clouds are pretty heavy, and they do say there is a, you know, a chance, just a slight chance though, of rain, you know, come around, you know, afternoon, you know, 2-ish or so. So won't be a long ride today. We're not going to get too far away from home base. We'd be going down here getting this done, and then probably head off to, like, I don't know, Shook's Run or something, you know, or just kind of hang around the area. But I thought I'd at least try to put together a short video. Hit it, Joe. We got 10 seconds. And I'm in the wrong gear. I need to switch hands here and shift down 1. That would really help. Probably 2. There we go. Yeah, so we're cruising right into downtown. Colorado Springs still has a pretty nice downtown. We've only got, you know, 2 or 3 really tall buildings that are kind of a pain. Although they are talking about building a ridiculous 27-story apartment building downtown. The only good thing about it is that they're putting it a little out of downtown, down at Saguache. That's a street called Saguache. And so it's not like really in downtown. But there's so many new apartments in downtown Colorado Springs that I can't imagine now that they could fill, you know, a 27-story apartment complex. And if they do, you know, when they get all these apartments filled out, Colorado Springs is going to be, it's going to be really terrible to try to get, you know, like a time for a restaurant reservation or something like that. I mean, it's going to be really bad. Got some of the green square, you know, the green lines here marking, you know, where the thing is. But you still have to be careful, you know, because they, like here, you know, they've got parking right next to the bike lane, which isn't the world's safest stuff, but you can't have everything. Give you a So yeah, we'll probably just, you know, kind of go and click, you know, I'll have to turn you off in places and turn you back on, and I apologize for that, but that's just the way the ride is going to be today. I thought about going over and doing the foothills back to Sinton, but not really sure that's such a hot idea. Like I said, don't want to get too far away. This is the library here, downtown one, the Penrose Library. And now we're getting into serious downtown here. This is where all the, like I said, all the restaurants are. That older building to your left is the Phantom Canyon Brewery. And then we got our really tall buildings here. And this is the Antlers Plaza Hotel. One of those very expensive, super richy places. And we do have a couple of them here in downtown. Okay, go ahead and come on over. We changed from a bike lane to a share row. You know, where they're supposed to share the road with you, but a lot of times they don't. And the road coming up doesn't have a bike lane at all, so we just have to stay as tight as we can. But we'll be coming up on the El Paso County DVD and registration place, voter registration building, and that's where we're going to drop off our ballots. We like dropping them off, right at the heart, because we figured they'll get picked up a lot faster. We could have dropped it off at Colorado College. They actually have a ballot box, but like doing it so it's close. Howdy. Now they're supposed to start revamping this to where they have an actual bike lane. And a bike lane and a parking lane, so that'd be nice. They're supposed to do it all the way down Cascade to Fountain Boulevard, and that'd be nice when they get it done, but they got a lot of projects going, so it probably won't be getting done anytime real soon. Here's the Centennial Hall El Paso County Administration Building, Board of County Commissioners. And the courthouse over here, the judicial complex, and more of the sheriff's department and all that kind of stuff, and hotels, motels, etc., etc., etc. No-tels probably. Okay, gotta make this turn, and it's not easy. And this is down here. Howdy. All right. Okay, so here's the box we like. Joe's going to drop our ballots in there for us. Like I said, we really like this because we like it. Nobody hassles you anymore. You're not waiting in long lines. People aren't huffing, and complaining and all that kind of stuff. Go ahead. Oh. Let me back up here so you can get in there. Back up, back up, back up, back up, back up. Have a good day.
Sure.
All right. So, like I said, I think what we'll do is get back to you here when we get to something a little more interesting than the rest of downtown. All right? Bye for now. Okay, we're back. We're now on the Weber Street bike lane. I thought I'd give you a kind of a little bit of a panorama view of downtown Colorado Springs. Yeah, this is 2 or 3 blocks down towards the east from where we were, and this is the bike lane that we use to get to Shook's Run Trail. a lot. So what we do is we take the Weber Street bike lane up here to Pikes Peak Avenue bike lane, and a little more view of that's the old post office, that short building. And the old city auditorium, and that newer building is apartments, I think, or a motel, or hotel rather. Okay, so now we're going to go on the Pikes Peak Avenue bike lane, which is a very strange looking thing. They've got it all marked so cars don't, you know, clip off the corners and stuff, I guess. It's weird. But that's some of the new apartments they just got done building. And they're just building them all over. I mean, this place is just wall-to-wall apartments, you know, for, I don't know who can afford them. They're expensive, man. I mean, we're probably talking, you know, $1,800 a month or more. So it's high end. Yeah, it's not cheap, man. I think Joe and I have the last of the kind of inexpensive apartments in town, and we sweat it, as you know, because I'm sure they'll raise our rent sometime this year. In fact, it would probably happen next month, because last year they raised it to $110 a month in November, and I mean to tell you, that hurt. But they'll probably end up doing it again, because apartments in this town are insanely, you know, the rentals and stuff are just insane. They just followed the price of buying a house here, you know. I'll give you an idea, you know. My brother has a house in Security, which is south of here. And when they built that house in the 70s, that house was probably, thank you. That house was probably, you know, in the neighborhood of about $30,000, and his house is now worth $300,000. So it's insane here. The housing market is just totally insane. And you know, the median house here now is like almost $500,000. Is that crazy or what? $500,000 for a house. Of course, you're paying $80,000 to $90,000 for a brand new Ford pickup truck too. So yeah, world's gone nuts, baby. It's not just the United States. The whole world's like that. You know, except for like the really poor places, you know, like Africa and stuff like that. But any of the, oh boy, I got an air blower guy here. This is noisy. Yeah, it looks like they're doing some cleanup work here. That's cool. This is right, we're almost, that trail over there is Shook's Run. This is just the exit and entry to get over there. Good morning. Howdy. Good morning. So yeah, I'm gonna sneak by the pole here, try not to smack it. That pole would hurt. This is Shook's Run Creek here, I guess. Never been able to find out the name of the actual creek. It's Shook's Run Trail, but I don't know if that's actually the name of the creek. Got a runner here, so we'll let him go forward. Thank you. Oh, sorry, we got some really rough transitions here. Probably going to be a bit of bounce on the camera. Oh. Got a good pace, man. I can barely touch him. Passing on your left, thank you. I can barely pass him. Because I need to drop a gear here. All right, drop that gear. There we go. That'll help a lot. Okay. I got some kind of rock or something in my tire because I can hear it going clip clop, clip clop, clip clop. I'm gonna have to check that out. Okay, really rough transition here. Oh man, this one just beats you to death. That's where it would be cool to be rich enough to afford, you know, full suspension trikes. Wish we could, but out of the question. We're lucky to have rear suspension trikes, because this is the first time we've ever had, you know, a trike with suspension, period, since we started riding trikes in 2018. And I mean, you know, they all work, it doesn't matter, but as you get older, you know, your body doesn't take the abuse as well as it used to. So it's kind of nice to be able to, you know, I can understand why people, you know, if you have the money, you know, go for full suspension. Of course, you know, we have rear suspension, but it's not like, it's not high end. It's just an elastomer, you know, basically a chunk of plastic between the frame and the swing arm. And so it does a minor job, but that's really it. Like I said, this is the Shooks Run Trail, and I'm gonna catch the light here. No, I got it. I just put the brake on. Okay. All right. You guys have seen this a lot, because Shooks Run is just kind of one of the ways that we get back a lot. But today we're kind of trying to stay close because we don't know what the weather's going to be. I got a squirrel that was racing me. That was kind of cool on a fence rail. Hello. Good morning. Good. A good day. And one of the nicer little parks here. But they took out the restroom. It actually had a restroom at one time. I don't think it's worked for years, but it's so sad. You know, make these nice little playgrounds and they don't even have a porta potty. I know, I complain about that all the time. But it just seems dumb, doesn't it? I mean, come on. If you're gonna have a place for little kids, you know. And I mean, there's no place close, you know. There's no, you know, there's no McDonald's or someplace they could go and, you know, buy a soda and everybody could go to the bathroom at least, you know. But sad. Oh well. I guess we should be fortunate if they have a trail and little parks to begin with, huh? We're crossing over Willamette Avenue. You have to be careful because sometimes these folks will stop and sometimes they won't. There were a lot of dog walkers around here. Lots and lots of them. And it's not even a, you know, it's not a dog park, but this is, you know, it's just kind of a nice green open space, you know. Got trees, and now if it was me, I'd have a couple picnic tables down there, you know. Be a great place for that, but I guess they're trying to, you know, keep it a little bit of it el natural, which is, yeah, nothing wrong with that. Haven't let Joe say hi. Go over here. Howdy. Got a nice little place to contemplate over there, and it's actually clean. It's not full of trash like it normally is. Yeah, I gotta find out what in the world is stuck to my tire. I hope it's nothing big. I really don't want to change a flat. Oh, I can, but it's a pain. Another little park. Got a little family over there. That's pretty cool. This lady's letting one of her dogs run wild, and they're not supposed to do that. They're supposed to be on a leash all times in a city park because, you know, people are dumb. They think they can control an animal, and sometimes, I don't know if you guys have run into this, but sometimes on these trikes, they don't, dogs go nuts. They don't like us, you know. I mean, I understand. We're probably really weird looking. You know, it'd probably be like us coming upon an alien, you know, with a flying saucer. But it's like, there's nothing I can do. You know, and it's like, if you got your dog on a leash, there's at least a 90% chance you'll have, you know, some control over it. But if it decides that, you know, it's some kind of a beast, you know. Oh man, I'm in the wrong gear. There it goes. Had to wait for the e-assist to catch up, I guess. Over the little bridge here. Yeah, I gotta. It's 11:30, 11:35 actually. So we're gonna stop up here at Good Neighbors Meeting House, which you guys have seen lots of times, and get ourselves some iced tea. It's a very, like I said, the weather's very strange. There's some blue spots now, and it has warmed up a little actually. Might be able to take the jackets off. Going to keep the gloves on and the ear covers. But and they've got another little project over here that is pretty hard to see with this camera, but there's an old dirt path over there, and they're putting in a I guess I'll call it a mirrored stoplight down where the actual trail right now. Of course, we're on the street because that's not put together yet, but that'll be all concrete all the way over, you know, and so it will kind of hook up with the current trail that we just came off of, and that'd be really nice, you know, when it's done. But because now you either have to use a street like we're doing, or you have to oh, I gotta make this. Joe's not gonna be able to make it, so I gotta. So yeah, right over there where those orange safety things are, that's where the light's going to be and where the path will start. And this is, this is on this side, this is finished trail here. But now we have to kind of pull over here and wait for Joe. Oh, they got the pole up now. Yeah. Guess that's going to be a street light. I guess they'll take out that other one probably. They don't usually put that big a pole on there. This might end up being like that one that they have down there across from the Sustain Center. Oops, sorry about that. Sometimes I forget how close it is to my mirror. So yeah, hopefully Joe will show up here pretty soon. She has to wait for that light. She got caught, so. But yeah, like I said, so this is where the signal's going to be. We'll be able to cross at the road instead of going up to the crosswalk, because it's you know, got 90-degree angles. This will be straight, and then, you know, the trail will hook right into the other part where we came off before. So yeah, be a nice improvement when it's done. Okay, well, I think I'll go ahead and shut her down for now, and we'll get back to you when we get to a different area. All right. Thanks for coming along for the ride. Bye. Okay, well, we're back. We're doing kind of the upper part of the howdy? Upper part of the Shirks Run Trail now, the old part. As you can tell by the asphalt. And that it's only about 6 foot wide. So a lot of these trails, when they started, you know, they were urban trails, you know, they were just a little dirt path. So, and then, you know, homeowners and stuff like that laid down some asphalt, and then the city took over. And then they've been slowly replacing all these, you know, beat up old asphalt sections with concrete over the years. But this is one of the sections that hasn't got replaced yet. And like I said, you can see from the sky that it's a bit ugly in places today, and yet, you know, a little bit of sun's trying to come out. So it's one of those really strange transitional days. But we probably won't be able to get out for the next like 3 days. So, at least as far as riding goes. Howdy. Because they're talking about some pretty serious rain. So, now, most of the time you go up the sidewalk here and you can catch the path, but we just like going this way. It's faster, and to get us over to the path. Plus, too, it lets us over to the street here, and there's a much smoother well, it's easier to get up the concrete here. Than that one. That one's that one's a lot meaner. It's got a harder step to it. Sorry, my brain failed me about the right word, but okay. So now we're back on the trail again. And I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna basically head back towards the storage unit, but we're gonna see what the weather looks like as we head this way. And if it starts to clear out, then we'll probably pick up the Templeton Gap Trail heading west, and go down and pick up the Greenway and just, you know, go up the Greenway a bit. Transition, that's the word I was trying to think of, and I just couldn't. Yeah, so like there, you know, they just got the angle so bad that it makes the transition from street to trail really rough. And of course we got these cracks, and, you know, 2-inch wide cracks, and 2-inch wide, 2-inch deep cracks, and they beat you up a little bit. But like I said, what you're here on now will be the last, you know, the last sections of the Shirks Run Trail that are asphalt, and hopefully in the next few years they'll decide to concrete them, because these are getting really awful. The cracks are really getting bad. Oh, man. And as you can tell, like I said, in transitions can be rough. And sadly, I picked up another goat head thorn in my tire, but I'm just gonna kind of leave it in there. I've kind of found out that we have orange sealant, you know, flat sealer in our tires, in our tubes, but I've always kind of learned, you know, you just leave it in there, and in case it doesn't hold, and then you can get where you need to go. And you know, it's easier to change the tire from at the shed or the storage unit than it is out here on the road, because our trikes have fenders which does make it a little harder to change the tire. Yeah, you can tell that sky is pretty ominous, but there's some blue over that way, so hopefully it'll push this big black cloud patch past us, as it looks like it's heading kind of northeast. So if we can push that past, it's got some pretty good looking blue over the, but there are more clouds too, so I just think it's going to be that kind of a day, you know. It'd be pure hit and miss, and like I said, they did say there was a chance for rain come 2 o'clock, so not a big chance, but a little chance. Scattered shower. So hopefully we'll be able to stay out of that. Like I said, since we're not going to be able to ride yet, because tomorrow has like a 75% chance of rain, and it's going to be considerably chillier and very windy too. On top of it all kinds of glass, lovely. You know, it's bad enough we got Mother Nature out here with her goat head thorns. You know, we have to put up with people breaking glass all over the place on the trails, you know. I don't know what it is about people that they just love to break glass, you know. We just found it all over town, you know. People just love to break glass. Oh, man. Another one of those places where the cement sticks up a little bit. But yeah. So like I said, we're on a Shook's run, and we're heading over to the junction so we can run down the Rock Island connector. That's probably what we'll always call it. Although now it's just considered part of the Rock Island Trail. But to us it'll always be the Rock Island connector. And see if maybe we can go a little further on the Greenway. And so yeah. So I think what we'll do is, because we basically did this on yesterday's video, or the day before's video rather. So I think I'll go ahead and shut her down, and we'll get back to you if we end up on the Greenway. All right. Bye for now. Alright, so we decided to jump on the Greenway and head this way instead. And then we're going to work our way over to the Mesa Springs Greenway. And then down to Monument Valley Park. And if we get fortunate enough, we won't get rained on. Oh, man. Okay, well, we're on the lower part of the Mesa Springs Greenway now, and we're heading over to Monument Valley Park. We'll be going over I-25 on the pedestrian stairwell, pedestrian bridge, whatever you want to call it. And once we get over to the park, I think I'm going to go ahead and end the video, because we'll probably be looking at heading back, and because the wind's been getting a bit stronger and doesn't look like it's going to really try to clear off much. And like I said, there is a chance. It's 10 minutes till 1 here in you know, Mountain Daylight Time, and they did talk about, you know, the possibility towards later afternoon of rain. So I think we're gonna run down to the park here, call it quits. You know, we got in our you know, we really don't care about mileage that much, but we really like to get in at least 10 miles. You know, that makes it seem like it's really worth doing. You know, and we've got 10 miles right now. So by the time we get back to the storage unit, now we should be looking at about 12, 13. So that'd be good enough for today. But since the next 2 to 3 days look really bad weather-wise, you know, I wanted to try to get together a video that I could put up, and you know, so you guys wouldn't wonder what happened to us. Okay, so we're gonna head over the bridge. This will take us up over I-25. Passing on your left, thank you. Okay, well, like I said, I think this is where we're going to end her. And we want to say thanks for coming along. And always remember, it's enough to be on your way. It's enough just to cover ground. It's enough to be moving on. So from BJ and Joe Ondo, out and about on the Recumbents here in Colorado Springs, Colorado, on a slightly gray and windy day. We'll just say thanks a lot for checking us out. If you're new, welcome. Thanks to our subscribers. We really appreciate you guys and gals. And, well, please like, share, and, hey, please subscribe. We'd love to have you on board. All right. So until we see you next time, happy trails. Bye.
Footage. Woo!
Hey, it's BJ and Joe Ondo, out and about on the Recumbents. Although we're not out and about on the Recumbents anymore. We're home now. One of our most excellent subscribers asked me to let you know what we have for cold weather gear. So I thought I'd give you our little Halloween scene here. Spin this around. And this is our, if you can see it, let me turn on the light here. Don't know if that was enough to do any good. That's our wagon. That's what we use to pull our batteries and you know, the walkie-talkies, the computers from the apartment to the shed or the storage unit. And that, of course, is our cold weather recumbent bike exerciser. So I'm gonna bring you in here. Okay, looks like Joe's in the middle of stuff, but I'm going to go ahead and do this anyway because I already got it started.
The minimum amount due on this account is $28.58.
Okay.
The total balance is $69.74. If you'd like to pay the minimum due, press 1. The total balance, 2.
Okay.
To make a payment using your checking
Joe
account,
is
press 1.
letting me take over here. All right, so now for fall, we use mostly the windbreaker type jacket, and we'll either use a vest, although this is not the normal vest we use. We have 2 polar fleece vests that we keep over in the storage unit. And that way we'll have them, you know, if we need them, if we think we'll need them. And then we have a full polar fleece jacket here. What we'll usually do is, according to the temp, we'll wear this underneath the windbreaker over to the shed. And if it's a little too warm, we'll switch over to the vest and leave these in the shed. And if it's not, we'll keep these on. Okay, so this is the gloves and ear covers for fall. Just a regular bike suck gloves with wool glove liners. And then we have an earmuff cover, as I call it, that fits over your head and covers your ears just enough. And it covers a little bit of your forehead too, and that kind of helps. And of course we have, I don't have them out right at the moment, but hold on here, give me just a second. Okay, let me put this up here. That is a leg warmer, and of course we have 2, you know, for each, but we, you know, when it's not, like today was cloudy and gray and kind of chilly, so yeah, but and then the winter stuff, we have a skull cap, we have the Windstopper Gore-Tex gloves, we have clear goggles, we have full bicycle tights. And if it's really chilly, I have a full jacket that is an insulated layer. It's one of these puffy, kind of puffy ones, but not too puffy. Okay. Well, that pretty much does, what our cold weather gear is. We carry it with us when we need to. And we even usually choose the winter gear all fall long, just in case we need to switch, in case the temperature drops, which happens a lot in Colorado. Okay, the temperature, you can go out in the morning and, it'll be sunny and chilly, but not bad. But by afternoon, the clouds can roll in, the wind can come up, and all of a sudden it's like, it drops 20 degrees. So, but that, hopefully that'll give you an idea of what what we have for fall and winter gear. All right. Okay. Well, if you have any more questions or anything, please let me know. Be more than happy to answer. And again, till we see you next time, happy trails. Bye.